I hear the voices inside my head, see voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog, we fighting above the law.
Deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
Oh, there we go. Welcome to the crazy train, Tits McGee. Can you guys hear me all right? Choo-choo! Happy Easter, everyone. Hi, Hoot3. Hi, Jay. Still, David, Katie, Eve, Ryan, Pam, Vanilla, Flicking if you're in here, Mike if you're in here, Chicken Lady Bum Fluff. Now, can anyone find me Seth Rogers' Cash App link so that we can share that? I see some people have been sharing that to help him with his expenses of missing work to go out and continue searching for his son. So if someone could find that link for me so I can scroll it across the bottom of the screen here. Please and thank you. I know it's actually on Mandy's channel. I can try and find it again. Hi, Frankie. Hi, Suzanne. Brat. Rebecca. Frankie. Hello. Welcome. So, I've got notes, okay? I've been following this case along with everybody. I just have not felt the urge to try and reach out to anyone myself in this case because it's covered. It is covered and then some. And I'm continue on, even though I'm not on my channel every day, with Summer's case. But just because I'm not reaching out and trying to question people in Sebastian's case, and because I am following along with everybody, that doesn't mean that I don't have my own questions, thoughts, and theories, and some of you guys have asked me if I would discuss it. So here we are. Now, I honestly have a lot to say, and it's later now tonight, so this will probably be broken down into a couple different shows so that I can get it all out, okay? It is definitely draining, but not every case is for me. It doesn't pull me in the way that Summer's case does, or other cases that I've gotten into. Like, I'm in it and I want to know the answers, and I have, again, my thoughts, my theories, my questions, and all of that. But everyone's so focused on that, I don't want to forget about Summer, which today is 1,020 days of Summer Wells missing. And I thought it was kind of a good way to help also be a voice for Sebastian's army as well, but making sure we don't forget about Summer. And for me, that's really hard to do following Sebastian's case, because Chris and Katie mimic Dawn and Candace very much for me. And I see a few others in people's chats that feel the same way. So I figure it's a good way to be able to do both and get both names out there. We do need closure. Smelly Story, you're naughty for that. Sis, happy Easter, everybody. Sonia. Heidi Moon. Hi, Allie. Heidi. I feel like long time no see. Welcome. I know Justin's getting finished up, but I didn't want to keep waiting because it's later. You know, everyone's on different times. So, but I was in Justin's chat. I was taking more notes. Where to start? I think I'm going to go ahead and pull up Nancy Grace's. Now, I spoke with Trev Time oh my gosh, if we had more Trevor Lees in this world, it would be such a better place, right? I had to text him and let him know that. As well as texting BJ, aka Quentin Simon's grandma, making sure that she knows that we're still behind her. We love her. Happy Easter. Because they've been going through it. And I know Leilani's been in the news. Yes, we will chit chat about it, but you guys know how I am with that one. Kind of keeping everything close until much more movement's been made. Maybe till the end of it, just because I have to be careful, because I do value being more of a support to Quentin's family, BJ, than getting some clicks and views, if that makes sense. But I'll speak one day. But it's not exactly my story to be making sure I'm first one talking. Anyways, that's for BJ, if that makes sense. Oh, sorry. Eating a blueberry muffin. Hi, Exploited. So I want to go over a few things. Watching Mr. Seth Rogers speak, I know everyone's kind of freaking out because he said the dogs hit, and then he said the dogs didn't hit. Now let me pull this up quick. Now I just think that Mr. Seth Rogers is just being smart. And I think that he's making damn sure that he's not saying or doing anything that is going to mess up the investigation that's going on, because he wants to make damn sure that proper justice happens for his son. So that's what I'm seeing. I know some people are saying, well, why is he lying? He's lying, and he said this, then he said that. Why is his story changing? Why is he doing that? And I just think it's because he's trying to be extra careful. At the same time, he's going online and he's doing these interviews because he wants to. Like, he's trying to find his son. And he's trying to keep his son's name and face ongoing. He does not want him to be forgotten and everyone jump to the next case. So I understand that. Hi, Chris. Hi, Stillwaters. Do we got both Sonias in here? No. Okay, Jay. I'm saving mine until like bedtime. But yeah, that's what I think it is with Seth Rogers. I don't think it's anything nefarious or he's lying. I think he said some stuff. Maybe even the law said, like, be careful what you say, or maybe don't say this, don't say that, just because they're trying to not make it such a circus as well. But I think it's just that. I think he knows in his heart who's at fault, and I just think he doesn't want to mess nothing up. He doesn't want to mess nothing up. Now, can anyone find Seth's Cash App? Let me see if I can find that quick, but I want to see here. Hold on. Is it this? Yes, it's this one. Oh. Okay, so hi, Juniper. Am I sharing? Yes. Okay. Perfect.
Seth, it's been more than a month since your son went missing. How are you feeling today?
Same as I was yesterday. Just continuing the search, continue looking. I'm not going to give up. Nobody can make me give up.
And where have you been searching? Where do you think he is?
I've been searching everywhere. I mean, anything out of that 5 mile radius that the initial search did. They covered everything there. But there's stuff elsewhere. I mean, we got a lot of territory to cover. And it being over a month, he could be anywhere currently. So I'm searching everywhere.
You, Katie, and Chris had a meeting with TBI today. Did you find out any new information?
Not that I can discuss.
Any progression that might show hope in this search?
Oh, I always have hope. Can't take that away from me.
And how confident are you that Sebastian is alive, and what do you think he's doing right now?
Pretty sure he's probably playing video games somewhere. Nobody's letting him, you know, whoever's got him, they're not letting him see the regular news. They're not letting him surf the internet. Or else he'd know that I'm looking for him. And he'd know that he should actually be trying to get a hold of me.
So I've got a lot of questions. Sorry, I'm just trying to find his Cash App, and I know someone was streaming it earlier. Let me just see if I can find that. Okay, hold on. Nope, whoops. Okay, sorry, just give me a minute here. Why is it like that? There we go. All right, I'm not finding it. So, can someone please help me find that? Hi, criminal gossiper. You didn't mean the mad face. Sis, can you help me find that? Do you know Mandy's a way to get a hold of Mandy? Spirit Seeker Squad, anyone? She has it. Does anyone else have his Catch App that we know of? Seth Rogers, to help him, since he's missing work, to search for his son? That'd be awesome. I saw it earlier today, and did I take a screenshot of it? I think maybe I did. No. I know I was going to, but, you know, that would be too smart of me. That would be too smart of me. All right. Sorry. Justin has it. All right. Well,
That keeps me going.
let me text.
Is there strong reason to believe he may have been abducted?
I don't know if he's been abducted or if he's just, you know, over at a friend's house. Never know. But I'll know when I find him. I'll know exactly what has happened to him.
And other news outlets were reporting that there were lights seen in the backyard that were caught on camera by a neighbor's video. Is that true?
No. What that was a trash truck.
Yeah, I don't believe the trash
pick
truck
up
thing, but I mean, maybe the trash trucks are just like chilling over there waiting until pickup time. I don't know. But he does seem pretty steadfast in that. He says that TBI made sure that he realized that, you know, so I don't know. I think that's a little weird, but I mean, that's what the law is saying.
And when it left, of course, it went faster. It didn't have to stop to pick up trash.
Oh,
That's just
yes.
false
Thank you,
information
sis.
provided by
Thank
a
you.
particular person.
And that's why I was like, you know what? I am going to go ahead and jump on and voice my thoughts and opinions, because I have been following Sebastian's case, but I haven't tried to reach out to anybody, nor will I. In the off chance they want to reach out to me, which they won't. And that's just fine. But I mean, I do have the questions, but I'm still, you know, chit-chatting with Rebecca and Andy and all that, and still focused on Summer's case. So even though when I'm quiet doesn't mean that, you know, I'm not doing anything, if that makes sense. Hi, Brian. Hi, Peppermint. Hello, everyone.
Did the dogs ever pick up a scent for Sebastian?
From my information that I've been given, no.
Did they find anything on Sebastian's
So
cell phone?
people are saying he's lying there because in a previous interview, he did say that the dogs picked up. Now, I watched Michelle Walks, and she played an interview too that I was watching, and they did say that the dog named Mac. Yes, Heidi Moon, you can share if Seth has a GoFundMe. That's okay to share as well. I would still like his Cash App though, because I think GoFundMe takes a portion. But yes, please feel free, mods, to share his GoFundMe. Make sure it's Seth's and not Katie or Chris's. And yes, thank you. I am going to text Justin right now and ask him. All right, thank you. All right, got that out. Hi, Miss Chewy. Happy Easter, everyone. Queen of Love. The dogs never picked up a scent. So that is, okay, well, if that's a mistake, then, then it's a mistake. So no scent picked up at the construction site then nearby, correct? I'm going to go ahead. Hi, Moonshadow. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter. Mods, if you will copy and paste the StreamYard link, actually, I'll pin it, but I would like to pin the Cash App once someone gets back to me. I did go ahead and text people. Let's go.
That would, kind of show that he was going to run away or where he.
And again, he might have been told to say less when doing interviews, or maybe he's choosing not to put so much out there to try and stop things from being so crazy in the speculation. Because again, I think he's being very smart and he's wanting to make damn sure. I think he knows and has been knowing who's at fault. Maybe not for what, but who's at fault and who to blame. But he's being cautious because he wants the proper justice.
Not that I know of. He didn't have any internet access or anything on there. He'd have been able to call, text, take a picture, send a.
So that's one of the questions that I have. Maybe one of you guys know the answer to this, that you've heard or seen interview that I have not. But hello, Robin. Hi, Katie. One of my questions is, because when I was shared custody with my daughters and the abuser that my daughters and I share, their father, my ex, my attorney had told me I should be the one to provide them a cell phone, because that means like their father is not allowed to take that from them. In fact, I was told to get them one that maybe they can hide that their father didn't know about, just in case of emergencies, because he was super controlling. He is a Chris Proudfoot, all right? I don't think I've ever been as triggered listening to someone or watching someone share their history with their abuser, but listening to Miss Nina speak had me triggered, because I knew a good 75% of what she went through and went through it. Okay. So, and I do believe her. And I know I saw some people saying some crazy shit, but I believed her. The pain in her eyes and her voice isn't something that you can fake. No, it was very real. If you guys saw it, very, very real. And so I'm wondering, Sebastian's phone, like, what was the deal with his phone? Was Seth able to have a phone? Like, for me, like, their dad wasn't allowed to take their phone. They were to always have an open line direct to me and me to them. And so, and also it's my personal property, so he was not to touch them or take them or anything like that, right? So I'm kind of wondering about Sebastian's cell phone and how often was he allowed to talk to his dad? Was it scheduled, or was he supposed to have an open line to his dad? Were they withholding phone from Sebastian, which is my guess? Or did Seth have any issues getting through to his son at any point like that? Or, I'm curious how the phone situation went. I don't get the vibes that Sebastian just had a cell phone free to him to use at all times, to be able to call his father whenever he wanted. But maybe I'm mistaken. So I'm not sure on that. And if anyone has heard anything about that and can let me know, I'd appreciate that. Hi, K-Bay. Robin, welcome. Hi, Bailey. Happy Easter, everyone. Baby kisses. Good to see you. I've seen you around the streets today. Hi, Emma Seeker. So, I'm curious about that. So, he didn't have the internet. Okay, that's cool, you know. But he was able to text, send picture, receive picture, and just call, I feel. So, you know what? Fine and dandy. Nothing wrong with that. But again, I'm curious. And one of the creators that do speak to Mr. Seth Rogers, if maybe that's a question they can ask him. Because yeah, I have it wrote down, just I am curious about that. So should anything be happening at the house, was he able to just call his dad when he wanted? I highly doubt that. Hi, Kristen. I don't know how you guys feel. And you guys are welcome to take that link and come up here and teach me a little something as well.
Picture. Use the calculator. That's about it.
Was Sebastian in school on Friday, the day before he went missing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Are you, Chris, or Katie, or any of you suspects in this case?
No, we're not.
Have you been cleared?
I don't know if the investigation is still ongoing. We wouldn't be cleared until the investigation's done.
I mean,
But
that makes
currently, from my
sense.
understanding, they don't have any information.
And I think he's just saying, again, I don't think he wants to publicly finger point at Katie and Chris. Again, I think he's being super cautious, extra careful to make sure the proper justice comes to light and happens for his son.
That would attach us to any wrongdoing.
CPS has
Hi,
gone
Puppy
to
Beth.
Katie's house before. You didn't know about that until this investigation. How does that make you feel?
That somebody somewhere dropped the ball because I was never informed. And
Big time, drop the ball.
I have joint physical custody.
No.
Somebody dropped the ball and didn't reach out and inform the...
So that could be CPS dropping the ball. They are known to do that, especially in Tennessee, right? So CPS sucks in Tennessee. But also learning Chris Proudfoot, who is racist against black people and Indians and everything, but he's got the last name Proudfoot, all right? There's that. But CPS can drop the ball. But Chris Proudfoot was in the Marines, is that right? And also has sheriff friends, is that correct? Is that right? Did I hear correct? Hi, Zena. Hi, Giselle. Hi, Robin. Am I hearing that correctly? A few days ago? I know he's not Indian, but his ex-wife is. His daughter is. And he seems racist as shit towards Indians to me. He was in the Navy? He was in the Navy? But he does have cop friends, right? So that may or may not have helped them to not get word to the father. She's gorgeous. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
The father, which is me. And I don't understand why the state dropped the ball on that one.
Okay.
And how did you find out about CPS?
Podcast.
Hi, Raising. Hi, Hoot3.
And I mean, how does that concern you, especially with this case, that they might have
Dina.
done something to cause him to run away?
I don't know what that really means, but I just know that I don't have all the information.
Is there an official timeline? And I know people, there was, we went to bed at this hour, but does TBI or anyone have an official timeline as to the series?
I'm pretty sure they do, but I'm not involved in the investigation, so I wouldn't have it.
Yeah. He is the father I wish we saw of Don Wells, right? Is it just me? I don't think it's just me. But if Don Wells was acting and behaving like a Seth Rogers, well, damn, I think he'd have a whole lot more support, don't you? Hello, Deb. Hi, Carrie. Yeah, exactly, Bailey. Running Bear, hi, boo.
Have the three of you been in contact every day like you were several weeks ago
Nature,
about
happy
this?
I
Easter.
was in contact with both Katie and Chris today, but I've heard he said his phone is open and available. Well, so is mine. You can leave a voicemail. Like 7 or
Says
8 people
join
have
me
already
if
left me
you'd like.
voicemails today. I'm going. You know, I get people calling me while I'm on the phone, and it's like, I can't just sit there and answer the phone for everybody. If I did that, I probably wouldn't be able
There
to get
you
out of my house.
go. There you go. So again, Mr. Seth is out there looking daily, and he's answering what he feels is important phone calls, but he can't just be on his phone all day because he's got shit to do. He's searching for his son. Unlike Dawn, where I live 24/7 on video call with these people, and they were not out searching. You know how Chris Pussyfoot and Katie are behaving and acting and out partying it up and having Easter dinners at the Crackle Barrel and whatnot and laughing and grinning and cracking jokes and all this bullshit? Yeah, that's Dawn and Candace, okay? They're behaving exactly like Dawn and Candace. Okay? This one here is doing what I haven't seen a parent do in or grandparent do in Summer's case. Lip lock, happy Easter, boo. So, yeah. That's
There's been a lot of
facts.
criticism over this investigation. I'm sure you've received criticism as well as the Proudfoots. How does that make you feel in a time where you're just trying to find your son?
People are being, well, that goes back to those keyboard warriors I talked about on the first interview that you and I had. They're still at it. They'll never stop.
They're still at it.
There's cowards in this world, and then there's people who are go-getters. My feet, they're on the ground. They're never going to leave the ground. I'm going to find my son. Period.
Yes.
And plans, today on moving forward.
Brandy's done
anything,
that. Yep.
Any more resources being used on this investigation, or anything you have to say about that?
The United Cajun Navy is currently sitting down there right now at 90 Volunteer Drive in Hendersonville. 10:30.
Yeah. No, they're not. And unfortunately, I do not actually like that organization because whether you love, hate, or somewhere in between of the JLR, they straight up are lying on the JLR. And that's factual. All right. So everyone knows that, me and him definitely bump heads, but also where he's done good, I've given him credit. And also, if people are lying, I'm gonna call him out for lying. And JLR has done a lot of shit, but kidnapping a child isn't something he's done. So let me go ahead, let me pause this here, let me just quick pull that up so we can have some kind of organization here to the craziness. But let me go ahead and pull up JLR. Okay. And as you guys have heard, the Cajun Navy blah 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 has quit because they had been feeling threatened. And so they made posts about JLR again. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And the United Cajun Navy is dead ass wrong for this. Okay? Please share. Good morning, everyone. We're going to start our expose with the guy everyone has been warning us about, Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates. Now, listen, I've been watching Jonathan's coverage of this, and he was not. Maybe when it's off camera, all right. Well, they should probably be recording shit anyways for their own safety and research or whatnot. Squids, hi, brother. But they're lying. They're fucking lying. They're lying. Like, let's be all the way real here. Good morning, everyone. We're going to start our expose with the guy everyone has been warning us about, Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates. He goes by JLR, which apparently stands for Just Lies Repeatedly. Whoa, ain't that some shit for them to say? What? I kind of want to interview JLR now. about this, sis, hit him up, because that would be awesome, because this is fuckery is what it is. Yeah, wow. Let me see who got those. Giselle has gifted 5 memberships. We are doing a members live on Tuesday. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I want to do a part 2 to this, because I think this is going to be several parts, to be honest, because there's a lot. But I've got to work tomorrow from 3:30 to 9:30, so it won't be tomorrow. So I've set it for Tuesday. Who got those? Please make sure you thank Giselle. Zena! Yay! Hi, Blue Eyes. Hi, welcome. Dina, awesome. Outdoorsy, yeah. Mustang Mama. I feel like there's another one that I'm not being shown. Welcome to the crazy train, you guys. Choo choo. Ew, I don't like doing that on camera. I got my flubber thing. Choo choo. Sorry. Okay, where were we? Okay, whoa. So just lies repeatedly, JLR is convicted felon who spent multiple stretches of hard time in prison. Okay, one of which charges were attempted kidnapping of a kid who JLR claimed to be their uncle. Shame on you guys. Whoa. I can't believe these people. United is strength. United Cajun Navy. I want to make sure I tag the correct people here, because they need to know they're full of it. United. Okay, give me a second. Ooh, okay, Justin just texted me back. He's going to grab me the Cash App for Mr. Seth Rogers. Thank you. And let me fix this, because I hate that I have the wrong person tagged for the United Navy, Cajun Navy. There we go. Problem solved. Bada boom. Okay, well, I'm going to have to go in and do that. Okay, so anyway. He showed up to one of our early... And by the way, that is bullshit. He did not... I have read a lot of shit, and yes, he's been in legal trouble, but never once have I read that he's got attempted kidnapping and did hard time in prison for such lies. And they can be held very accountable for those lies. So why they're calling off the search, I really don't know, but excuses, excuses, excuses. Let's put it on the JLR. He showed up to one of our early searches. Yes, he did. And we all watched it live, sweetie. Okay? So trying to lie on him is pretty fucking dumb, because we all watched it. Even the people who dislike JLR watched it and can say that that's lies. And if you don't, well, just shame on you, right? He showed up to one of our early searches for Sebastian, not to assist, but to live stream it for his YouTube channel. He didn't have any interest in helping. He was just trying to get views, make money off of missing child. When he was asked to either help or leave, he became very combative and threatened one of our volunteers. So our incident commander informed him that he either had to vacate the search or law enforcement would be called. After digging into his background, we determined that someone with his past and with the current medications he is on, which, by the way, is nobody's public business what kind of medications JLR is or isn't on. And I'm not sure how you all would be able to find the medications that somebody is prescribed from a doctor. As far as I know, that's a HIPAA violation. That's a HIPAA violation. That's a HIPAA violation. Right? So that's crazy for them to be saying. Absolutely insane. I can't believe we're reading this. He was asked to either help or leave. He became very combative and threatened. That's not true. Again, he was live. That is not true. Our incident commander, and by the way, he's live a lot when he's out there, boots on the ground. Again, love or hate JLR. He's out there and he's searching. He's doing things. We've seen it. Okay? So I don't understand what they're talking about. He doesn't just go stand there in the bushes and live stream, because we see him stream for hours and we see what he's doing. So these people are fucktards. So our incident commander informed him that he either had to vacate the search, law enforcement would be called. After digging into his background, we determined someone with his past and the current medications he is on. He is to be considered armed and dangerous. Since when do medications being prescribed mean you're armed and dangerous? What? So Mark read this, aka Mr. Share, and even was like, wow, like, what the hell? Babe. Hey, babe. I'm going to get his opinion on this because he wasn't a JLR fan either. But he, again, isn't going to... He'll give credit where credit is due. And when a lie is a lie, it's a lie. A lie is a lie is a lie. So somehow his medications make him armed and dangerous. We will no longer tolerate him at any of our events. Law enforcement has been watching him for a while, and they told us to immediately alert them if JLR was seen within 100 yards of a school. After that, he went on several psychotropic induced rants about UCN, United Cajun Navy, spreading demonstrably false information. You mean like they're doing right now on JLR about our organization, leaders, and volunteers? We know that he also had help and was fed some of this false information from some rival organizations who tried to fundraise using names similar to ours. We will deal with those groups later. JLR spent a couple of weeks terrorizing the people of Sumner County, but he has now fled to another location because he found out law enforcement was looking for him. Oh, honey, he'll be back. He's going to be back there. Trust me. He'll go right up to the law enforcement and be like, yeah, you want to talk, right? Oh, this dude, what's his name? Brian, I believe, is crazy. And JLR is always all over the place. He is always all over the place, bringing us the latest and doing it all. That is not news. These guys seem jealous of the JLR, okay? We know where he is currently, but will not share his location. Just go to JLR's channel. You will see where he is, okay? They're not keeping no damn secrets. He's enough of a danger to himself. JLR suffers from severe mental issues. So now the United Cajun Navy is doctors and psychiatrists, and they are diagnosing JLR on the YouTubes. Absolutely fucking insane, right? He's a danger to himself. He suffers from severe mental issues and has not been in touch with reality for quite some time. Jesus. If any of our followers encounter JLR, do not approach him in any way. He is armed and dangerous with extremely violent criminal history. He will be dealt with legally and sent either back to prison or to a mental health facility where he can hopefully get the help that he needs. You guys. Yeah, yes, yes. You can't make this shit up. It's absolutely fucking insane, you know? All right, so let's carry on here.
That's when volunteers need to show up, 10:30. Show up, have your ID, sign the paperwork, and they send people out in teams. When you show up, there ain't nobody there except for a couple people. That's because they've already sent
I hope he
teams
does
out.
too, Heidi.
They're just going to keep sending teams out until we find my son.
Have there been a lot of volunteers coming out to help find Sebastian?
Today there was, and I want to thank everybody who did come out. We're seeing an increase, and we're going to continue to see an increase. I'd like the whole state of Tennessee to volunteer, and then we'll hit other states.
Nice.
You're Sebastian's father. Tell me, what is Sebastian
He has
like?
responded, yep.
He's a unique child, all right? I mean, it's really hard to describe my son. I mean, besides being unique. Whether he's up to no good or he's up to good, he's just got that uniqueness about him. It's really hard to describe.
I would like to know more, and if Mr. Seth Rogers has like any videos he can share, maybe he wants to make his own channel in memory, not memory, I don't want to say that, in Sebastian's name and share. I would like to know a little bit more about him, because again, somehow we all get focused on this person, Chris and Katie, the Cajun Navy, and the fuckery that comes in these cases, and we don't quite get to learn a lot. We got to learn a little bit more about Summer because we saw the videos and all that. I'd like to see more on Seth. What was Seth's favorite food? How did he get along with his other siblings or step siblings? But that kind of seems dodgy. Does he have more siblings on Mr. Seth's side? Just, what was his favorite video game? What was his favorite thing to do with his dad? Stuff like that. I would just like to know more about him, because Mr. Seth is right. We don't know. It somewhere along the way, we don't mean it, but it does lose focus of the missing child in these cases. But at the same time, we don't have a lot on these missing child, and it's not that people are trying to be mean and not think about the child, but we see what we see, and we want to try and get these people locked up and off the streets. But it would be nice to know a little more or see a little more of Sebastian.
I mean, he's my mini-me. If he has a goal, he's going to accomplish that goal. People at school, they liked him. All the kids are wanting to know when he's going to come back. They want to help and volunteer.
Now, that totally contradicts what Chris and Katie say to Miss Nancy Grace, right? And that's one of my questions that I have written down here. Because Chris and Katie say, Katie said, he's going to have so much friends when he's found, when he comes back. He's going to have so much friends. But they also said on Miss Nancy Grace's channel that he had no friends. Nobody wanted to invite him to do nothing. He had no friends. That is completely different. And so I had wrote down, Sebastian is a 15-year-old. He has no friends at home. Did he make friends around his father's place? Because Seth mentioned maybe he's at a friend's house or playing video games with friends or something to that nature. So listening to what Katie says, and Sebastian has no friends and nobody liked him, and Chris is like, he was a problem in school, getting too close to kids, and kids didn't like that. And Seth saying kids loved him. They want to know when he's coming back, and he did easily make friends. And that's what I believe over what fucking Katie said. Sorry. Now, I'm not going to be nice to Chris, and I'm not going to be very nice to Katie, and you'll learn why I went from having sympathy to Katie to losing some sympathy for Katie. And a lot of it did come from listening to Miss Nina. But then a lot of it also came from listening and watching and just not relating at all to Katie's behaviors. So, I'm not a detective. I'm not a professional. I'm going to say things that I think even professionals are thinking and just won't because they're professionals or they got credentials, whatever. I don't. I'm just a girl in Canada, Saskatchewan, with thoughts and opinions, and they aren't nice. Okay? So fuck the Chris Proudfoot and kissing his ass because he doesn't scare me. And you know what, Katie? Fuck you too because you are not a real mother. I don't care if you were scared shitless. You're on a live interview with Nancy Grace and you just had to do something. Say something on the live. Now he could have cut it out, but if you don't think the lie would have been there very fucking fast or Nancy wouldn't have tried to keep you on, like people at this point, for me as a mother, you can fucking kill me, but I'm gonna make damn sure they know that you did something to my son. Kill me. Cool. I don't got any other kids, does she? I don't think so. But the way she talks about her own son, don't like it. Don't fucking like it at all. So I don't care if Chris fucking slaps the shit out of you. You're live. That's gonna shock the shit out of him and you are gonna have help. So fucking stand up and be a mother, Katie. Shame on you. And that's why I have zero sympathy for you. Though I do think that Chris is in control of you, I lost all sympathy for you because you do know what happened to your son and you're protecting that man. I don't relate with that. You're gonna kill me, and they're gonna fucking know it was you that killed me, so you're going down no fucking matter what. So that's why I'm not gonna be nice to these people. I'm not professional. I don't have to. I'll take the strike if I have to. Fuck them both.
Teachers are they're putting out prayers every day. You know, everybody, it's coming up. It's Easter. I'm hoping for an Easter miracle, you know. I can definitely use it in my life right now.
So sorry.
Why did they
Mr.
search the landfill?
Seth.
I have no idea. They didn't. I'm not part of the investigation. They're not going to tell me stuff. I am emotionally
That's
attacked,
very
as any parent
possible.
should be.
Possible.
And how often do you meet with TBI?
If I call them all the time. Search.
Oh, sorry. As far as I'm concerned, they're both guilty. Okay, because she knows. Just like at the Dawn and Candace and Grandis.
She's just, you know, over at a friend's house.
Did the dogs ever pick up a scent for Sebastian? Are you, Chris, or Katie, or any of you suspects in this case?
No.
Or you didn't know about that until this investigation? How does that make you feel?
That somebody somewhere dropped the ball
Sorry,
because
I
I was never informed. And
Is there an official timeline and series?
I'm pretty sure they do, but I'm not involved in the investigation, so I wouldn't have it.
Have the three of you been in contact every day like you were several weeks ago about this?
I was in contact with both Katie and Chris today, but I've heard he said his phone is open and available, and so is mine. You can leave a voicemail. Like 7 or 8 people have already left me voicemails today. I'm going. You know, I get people calling me while I'm on the phone, and it's like, I can't just sit there and answer the phone for everybody. If I did that, I probably wouldn't be able to get out of my house. The interview that you and I had, they're still at it. They'll never stop.
Anything, any more resources being used on this investigation, or anything you have to say about that?
The United Cajun Navy is currently sitting down there right now at 90 Volunteer Drive in Hendersonville.
Oh,
10:30.
really, sis?
That's when volunteers need to show up. 10:30. Show up, have your ID, sign the paperwork, and they send people out in teams. When you show up, there ain't nobody there except for a couple people. That's because they've already sent teams out. They're just going to keep sending teams out until we find my son.
Have there been a lot of volunteers coming out to help find Sebastian?
Today there was, and I want to thank everybody who did come out. We're seeing an increase, and we're going to continue.
You mean he doesn't want to just sit there and talk about how the searchers are limping and he sure feels sorry for them? Nah, that's for Chris and Katie. Where, by the way, has Chris and Katie Proudfoot searched? Anyone? Same story, same old dance. Yes, High Priestess, I know it.
Increase. I'd like the whole state of Tennessee to volunteer, and then we'll hit other states.
And you're Sebastian's father. Tell me, what is Sebastian like?
Nature, are you covering this? Sis, are you covering this? Anyone in here that's a channel, please share your links as well. Because I'd like to make sure I'm watching it all. Because I do. I got questions and I am looking for the answers.
He's a unique child.
I'm even watching Dolly Vision, okay? And JLR, damn it.
All right. He can be. He can. I mean,
In
it's really
restaurants,
hard to
yeah, at the
describe my
Crackle
son.
Barrel, yeah, okay.
I mean,
How can
besides
you
being
go
like,
out on Easter and have a meal? I mean, I suppose the Wells could answer this for us. And this is different, all right? I don't want people coming at me about the whole Billy Joe and Leilani, because again, I repeat, what y'all don't know is what I know, and what I know they were told to do, so that because tensions were very high under a roof, they did not want another situation, if that makes sense, okay? And I got to be careful with what I say because I don't want to get nobody in trouble. But I said it then, and you guys catch what I'm laying down right now. I don't think that's the same vibes going on with the Happy Feet people or whatever, the Proudfoot people. What a name for someone like that. Such a narcissistic
whether he's
person.
up to no good or he's up to good, he's just got that uniqueness about him. It's really hard to describe. I mean, he's my mini me. If he has a goal, he's going to accomplish that goal. You know, people at school, they liked him. All the kids are wanting to know when he's going to come back. They want to help and volunteer. Teachers are they're putting out prayers every day. You know, everybody, it's coming up. It's Easter. I'm hoping for an Easter miracle. You know, I could definitely use it in my life right now.
And why did they search the landfill?
I have no idea. They didn't. Not part of the investigation. They're not going to tell me stuff. I am emotionally attached, as any parent should be.
And how often do you meet with TBI?
Should be, not as any parent
I call
is,
them
right?
all the
Because
time.
Katie ain't.
Call, text, hey, any new news? They either let me know or they let me know.
Are you
Now, what did he just say? Listen to the question and his answer. Remember the question to the Wells, sorry, and their answer.
and how often do you meet with TBI?
If I call them all the time.
Boom.
Call, text, hey, any new news?
He calls them all the time. Call, text, hey. Now, from the Wells, it's, well, they haven't called me, and, you know, I gotta call them when I'm coming into state and leaving state, right? Completely different. Well, I called them when we had YouTubers peeing on our front lawn, right? Same time the cops show up and say, oh, sorry, Mrs. Wells. We're only out here looking for your missing daughter and everything, but I'm so sorry it took us so long to get here over YouTubers putting a foot on your grass type of thing, right? You remember that? Yeah.
They either let me know or they let me know.
Are you happy with the work that all these
They know my
have
number,
done, or
yeah.
do you think there needs to be more?
There could probably always be more. We just got to figure out what more is necessary. Am I happy with them? I'm not unhappy.
Yes.
But you asked me that after my son's back, and it's going to be.
So Sebastian was just about to go live with his dad. Seth had him already enrolled, ready to start school with him. So, yeah.
All right, because in law enforcement, it's always goal oriented.
Me too, exploited.
You know, go to work, put a smile on your face, get the job done. I know that they're putting their effort, 150% effort into
Thank
this,
you, Heidi.
and I appreciate that, and I'm hoping it will pay off with fruitation.
Do you think Katie and Chris are suspects?
I have no idea.
Sebastian's been missing for more than a month now. What keeps you getting up every morning, going
Thank
out
you.
and searching for him?
Being a dad, having perseverance, wanting him to come home, wanting to watch him finish growing up.
Do you wear this every day? Talk to me about this shirt.
This right here is my own billboard to find my son. People notice people. People notice what people are wearing. So I am a walking handout. I have these
like
in my
that.
car
How do you select that photo? It's so cute.
because it's cute.
Because it's cute.
It's got a smile.
I know.
The
Go
last
sit.
picture I took of him.
So this is one hell of a father, let me tell you, right? Don't we wish we saw just a fraction of Seth Rogers and Donald Wells? Yeah. Now, I know they were on Smiley's. I am going to try and chit-chat with Smiley and see if she wants to join me to go over some of the stuff, because I have some questions. Maybe she knows. And I got to finish Smiley's, and there's a couple of Justin's I got to finish. And there's a couple on jail. It's everywhere. I've been watching the Dolly Vision. I've been watching it all. So, it's my understanding he had medications left at the house. Now let's go ahead. We will start in on the Nancy Grace. And then during the week we're gonna go over Nina's stuff, because I've got the notes and stuff for everything. And wow, sis, did you watch Nina's interview? Yes, yes, this is true. And I do want to see, hold on one second. Let's see this. I want to see this, sorry.
Oh, hey there.
Hi.
Did you know that every time you check your email, an eFarmer generates a profit?
No, bye.
First advised the search for missing teen Sebastian Rogers called off after volunteers out helping received death threats. Thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm Lauren Lowry. The United Cajun Navy says they've never had anything like this happen before.
Bullshit with these people.
This parking lot off Volunteer Drive is where about 50 people with the United Cajun Navy were supposed to meet today and look for Sebastian Rogers. But the nonprofit canceled the search this morning with this Facebook post citing security concerns.
It's almost innumerable.
Kevin LaFont with the United Cajun Navy says the concerns are death threats. They started after they switched searches from University of Missouri student Riley Strain to Sebastian.
It's 180 degrees different than our search for Riley Strain.
For the last week, the group did a ground search for
JLR was out there with Riley too. They didn't have a problem with them searching for Riley.
And in person.
No.
Had folks on scene saying that 15
I do not like this organization no more.
years of doing this, I've never had a threat during a search for a child.
And you still haven't. All right, you still haven't.
The United Cajun
You might
Navy
now.
are so bad volunteers need security details, but they say this won't stop their search for Sebastian.
Thank you, Eve.
Just need to press pause and go about this.
Again, I'm not professional. I can say what I think, over at least half the people, if not all of the people are thinking, and just won't say because they want to be professional on their channel. I get that. I understand that. And so do I. But at the same time, I want to bring it to you guys just totally blunt, totally raw, exactly what I'm screaming at my phone when I'm watching this shit live along with you guys. This is what you're getting. This is just how I am and what my honest thoughts and opinions are. And that's why I'm not for everyone. But fuck that. Some of these people expect everyone to kiss their ass because they want to make themselves the victim. Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you, Katie. Fuck you, Dawn. Fuck you, Grandis. Fuck you, Candace, Robin, Tim, everybody. You are not the victims, Jody Sue Brown. Okay? Summer Moon, Utah Wells, Wyatt, Waylon, Josie, so many more. Sebastian, Riley. These are the victims. Not these people. Not the Cajun Navy bullshit fuckery people either. Crimea River, elsewhere.
There is still hope, and the United Cajun Navy is not abandoning anybody, but we do have to change tack.
The United Cajun Navy tells me that they have been in talks with police about these death threats, but they tell me that they have not actually filed any police reports yet. In Hendersonville.
Oh, really? Well, why the hell not? Why wouldn't they? Because they're fucking liars. Right? Okay, now hold on here. So it's almost been an hour. And I gotta get up in the morning. I'm going to open panel for a little bit. Actually, I'm going to try and pull up some of the beginning original news interviews and such on this case for a little bit yet tonight. And please join panel. if you would like. Let me share the link again. And then what we'll do is we'll start with Nancy Grace tomorrow at noon Central. I have it set for, and we'll go through the Nancy Grace thing. That way I don't have to do part of it now, stop, and whatever. We can just kind of keep it all together, if you will, in one. Does anyone want to join up here? Do they have a link that they would like me to pull up to take a peek at? Let me see here. Sebastian Rogers. Let's go to the news. They were spotted at Easter at Crackle Barrel. Oh, here we go. Here's one.
Disappearance. Thank you so much for joining. Tonight, the parents of a missing teen in Sumner County described to us exclusively how they feel on day 8 of their son's disappearance.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Marius Payton.
And I'm Lauren Lowry. Sebastian Rogers is 15. He was last seen by his parents on February 25th in Hendersonville. Sebastian has autism, and he's gone without his medication this whole time.
See?
And since then, authorities have searched by air, by foot, and on horseback.
Now,
Helicopters, drones, and dive teams have...
if he's planning on leaving, is he not grabbing his medications? Yes, sis, that was terrible. Are you going to cover that? You should. We should. Yes. Deets on the Streets went through chronological order of the interviews and was interesting because you could see the differences in the contradictions. Yes. She's just as bad. You know, yes, sis. Do you want to join for a little bit? If you can. Yes, I had sympathy for her because I saw the control and stuff like that. But then listening to Nina, I lost some sympathy. And then going back and re-watching certain things, again, I can't relate with her. And I don't care, forgive me, but I don't care if you risk getting slapped, punched, or killed. You're live. You can do something. Anything. Blink your eyes extra fast. Raise your pinky finger. Wear fucking pink in your next interview if you need help. Like something, anything. I'd be finding something, anything. Seth is her only child. Sorry, not Seth. Sebastian. So at this point, what do you have to lose? No, I don't think I caught that. Your voice is really low volume. That's weird. It shouldn't be. Can you check your... Yeah, my volume's on 100. Yeah, my mic's showing it's working pretty good. Katie, now sis, okay, yes. So I felt bad because I was like, Chris probably is forcing her to do that. But then at the same time, Chris isn't there. Say your fucking phone died or whatever. So I think that she can see with her 2 eyes how gorgeous Nina is, and she is salty about that. She is jealous about that. So she somehow, she's a Candace Bly to me. Okay, so yeah, I lost all sympathy with that too, sis. I don't feel bad. Woman to woman. Fuck no. And Katie, you should run, because if this is the way he is treating his ex, what the hell do you think he's going to do to you? Which you already know what he's going to do to you. But you still don't care, and you're still not trying to protect your son. Terrible. Sorry.
Also been brought in to try to find him. Today, his parents spoke exclusively to our Holly Thompson.
I've been watching Pat Brown, yes.
County. Holly, I imagine it was quite an emotional interview.
Certainly was.
Did she cover Nancy Grace's? Okay, I'll watch
imagine the emotions that this family is going through right now. But we know one thing is certain. They remain positive. They are holding on to hope that their son Sebastian will return home safely.
Can you walk us through what you're thinking right now?
I just want my baby to be okay.
Not even real crying. I don't think.
I don't know where he's at.
Mom Katie broke down several times in our interview, but says her hope is strong that her son Sebastian will be found safe and return home.
He's going to walk through that door, and this street will be flooded again with family and relatives all waiting to hug and love him. And
Stepdad Chris says it's been an
If
emotional
he's
roller
gonna
coaster
walk
that all
through
started
that
Sunday.
door and you are so convinced of this, Christopher Proudfoot, Pussyfoot, why are you gone and why the hell did you drag Katie with? Katie, how the hell are you out from that house? Again, he would have to knock me out, poison me, kill me, slap me, whatever, drag me with me kicking and screaming to leave that house if my kid is gone. But there you are, prancing around in a hours away at a goddamn Cracker Barrel on Easter weekend. So that tells me you know more. So again, all sympathy out the window for you.
February 25th.
Pretty normal. He was playing in his room.
relatives all
What is
waiting to
pretty normal?
hug and love him. And
Stepdad Chris says
You
it's
can
been
love
an
him in
emotional
what?
roller coaster that all safe and return home.
he's going to walk through that door, and this street will be flooded again with family and relatives all waiting to hug and love him. And
Yeah.
Chris says it's been
Hopefully not your family and relatives, though, who are very much Brian Laundrie, Roberta, and whatever Laundrie, those parents that were helping his son get away with beating Gabby Petito. You remember those parents? Yeah. The same ones that left and bought him Monster and helped him hide out? Yeah, those parents. Dude, if you listen to Nina and watch the abuse the parents also put, I really hope that if he did run off would absolutely scare him from coming back, Chris. God damn. And lay off the cheeseburgers, dude. Okay? Disgusting. You're such a lie. And this is so fucking gross because this dude. Hey, girls! Can you come here a minute? Let me tell you. This fucking looks like the monster that me and the girl share. This looks like their POS father, who is a dangerous POS, narcissistic, control, fucking abusive, terrible human. He looks like him. It's crazy. And not only that, but my son's name is Seth Rogers, so it's... Hey, does this look like your crappy dad? A little? Yeah, he is just as bad. This is the one who's...
lucky hat on.
Yeah, so it's been a bit triggering. You can hear loud and clear. You got him pinned. I think so. I think I know him well. I know this type too well.
An emotional roller coaster that all started Sunday night, February 25th.
Pretty normal. He was playing in his room.
So, Katie, what is pretty normal? The day was pretty normal. What is a pretty normal day for you and Sebastian without control freak around, allegedly? You know, because he was not home, just like the Donald wasn't home. Okay?
He did. He said, "Good night, Mom. I love you."
Katie says she went to wake up Sebastian around 6 a.m. Monday for school, and he was gone. Within minutes,
We know
Katie
them
says
well,
she was
don't
on
we,
the phone with
sis? Don't
Chris,
we,
who was
ladies?
working out of
And men.
town, and they quickly called 911.
And he's not a runner. He's never run away.
Just like Summer now. He's getting nervous. By the way, I have over 1,000 subs on the TikTok, so watch for lives over there on Summer because it's another platform we can help get her name even more on another platform. This week we'll start lives on the TikTok.
911.
And he's not a runner.
Not a runner. Sound
He's
familiar?
never run away before.
Look at him, look at her. Like, he's like, be careful what you say, bitch. No tears.
I don't know why.
No tears in her eyeballs.
I don't know why he walked out that door.
You don't know why he walked out that door.
He's a good kid. He's not a... I mean, he's a good kid. He's not he's not a mischievous child by any means.
Katie and Chris say Sebastian is not on social media. While he loves to play Minecraft,
Look at that
they tell me
smile.
he does not have any
And the
online
nerve of Katie, his mother, saying she didn't really like taking pictures of him because he looked weird. Excuse me? Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Looked weird. You bitch. No, you didn't like taking pictures of him probably because we would see the abuse. Is that why? Because he doesn't look weird to me. He looks like a teenager. A happy teenager. And it's funny because the smiles and such a pretty smile. Look at him. Okay. Same as Summer. And to know what they're really living in and to still see such a contagious smile like Summer had, like Sebastian has, breaks my heart.
abilities. I asked if there was any reason he might want to leave.
We've been combing over that day and
Combing
even the
over that
weeks
day.
before he left. And
Weeks before he left.
I haven't been able to figure it out. He's
How does that make sense?
To leave.
We've been combing over that day.
Hold up. I'm going to make sure I'm not on sped up. I want it to be normal. Okay. Please help me make sense of this. Maybe I'm hearing it wrong. Maybe it's the joint I smoked an hour ago.
Abilities. I asked if
Listen.
there was any reason he might want to leave.
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out.
Combing over that day, even weeks before he left. What was going on weeks before? What was the day? February 26th, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe it was right around Mark's birthday, is the 24th, and I remember it was February 26th. Is that right? Chat? Is when he was reported missing. I say reported missing because I'd like to know again, do we know that for facts? Combing over that day and even the weeks before. And what'd she say? Sorry.
He's even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. He's that morning he was laughing, he was joking.
Was
It's as if
he?
Sebastian vanished. No sign of him on any video throughout the community. Thousands of miles logged by law enforcement, canines, helicopters, even dive teams, and no sign of him. Chris and Katie tell me they've been harassed.
No sign of him in the area on cameras or nothing. The 26th, thank you. So what could he have possibly left the house in? And another question I have, does anyone know the big camper that they're rolling around in, was that ever searched by the law? And was his truck searched by the law? And was her work van searched by the law? All questions I have wrote down. I haven't seen anything. I would assume, but I don't want to assume, okay? So if anyone knows the answers to that, I would love to know, did the camper get searched? Hi, Dennis. I hope you had a great day as well. Do you think she threatened Seth with the dumping of Chris? Dumpling. She threatened Seth with the dumpling of Chris. What? Hold on. Let me understand. Dumpling of Chris, and he got scared and snuck out to get his dad. No, I don't think they would want him to go to his dad's. I actually think that why he is missing is because he was about to go live at his dad's. And if he went to live with his dad, and they are very close buddies from the sounds of it, and I believe that because I believe Mr. Seth Rogers. I think that's part of why Sebastian is missing. I think that Sebastian was going to conversate with his father. His father was going to learn all kinds of stuff. And I think Katie and Chris were going to get in shit, maybe legally and maybe with CPS or something. And I think that that would have ruined Chris, the narcissist, would lose everything against his ex-wife that he loves so much to continue to torture, along with Katie does too. And that they didn't want to risk losing what they were doing, being able to continue the abuse on Miss Nina, and losing taking Faith to harm Nina and hurt Nina. I think that they were on the verge of losing all of that and didn't want that to happen. I get the feeling they didn't want none of their exes having nothing or anything or lose anything to any of their exes, and that was about to happen in a major way. When Sebastian was days away, if I'm not mistaken, of being with his father. This is no mistake. This is no mistake. That's my opinion. Because I'm trying to think of what the motives are here. And this is what I'm thinking. Sebastian gets time with his dad, lives with his dad. He's going to be able to speak freely and not afraid of his dad. And was Seth Rogers about to learn a lot. And that was going to fuck Chris's world and Katie's world all the way up. My opinion. Justin, thank you. Did you find Seth's, I have his GoFundMe, but his Cash App I don't think takes any proceeds should people donate.
Harassed, people pointing fingers at them.
You're not in this situation. You don't quite understand. I wish people would step back.
Fuck you.
Take a
Fuck
different
you.
wide open
No.
view
And Chris.
and not
Chris.
assume
Chris. Okay? I know your type, and I know my little ass 23,000 channel. I tagged your name with purpose because I know you're watching every fucking thing about yourself because that's the type of person you are. We are not going to back down. We are not going to step back. And we are going to fucking be here. Even when you end up in jail, watch for my letter. Ha! Dumbass. Nice try. Katie, you too. You're getting locked up too. Yes, you are. Because now look where you are. You're about to lose everything. Congratulations. And Katie, you're a piece of shit mother.
No, it's just better to stick to the facts.
I'm saying it.
Are you both
Don't
in the
care.
clear?
I can tell you that Mom, myself, and the father have worked very fully and cooperatively.
And the father,
with all
say
agencies across the
Seth's name. You see his disdain right there for Mr. Rogers.
Myself and the father.
And the
have
father.
worked. It's
Fuck
better to
you.
stick to the facts.
Are you both in the clear?
I can tell you that
Nope.
Mom, myself, and the father have worked very
That's not
fully
answering
and
the
cooperatively
question.
with what they know. It's just better to stick to the facts.
Are you both in the clear?
I can tell you that Mom, myself, and the father have worked very fully and cooperatively with all agencies across the board.
We know Seth has.
We have anything that they've wanted, we have provided.
What do you want to say to Sebastian?
Except a lie detector test.
What do you want him to hear from you right now?
That we love you so much. And we want you to come home.
No tears.
And you're not in
No
trouble.
tears.
Now, Katie did tell me that even though Sebastian
provided.
What do you
Look
want
at
to
the camera in case your son can see you, if you
We love
care.
you so much. And we want you to come home. And you're not in trouble.
Why would he be in trouble? Why is that what you're thinking about saying? You're not going to be in trouble. That's weird to me.
And we want you to come home. And you're not in trouble.
provided.
What do you want to say to Sebastian? What do you want him to hear from you right now?
That we love you so much and we want you to come home and you're not in trouble.
Now, Katie did tell me that even though Sebastian does have autism, he is a smart teenager. He is highly functional. They say if you see him, say his name, say Sebastian, and he'll respond. He'll at least acknowledge you. And I can tell you, this is my home. This is my community. And the people here are strong. They say they will continue to search. They will continue to hope and continue to pray for Sebastian's safe return. And by the way, you can watch my full exclusive interview with Sebastian's parents on our WSMV4 app. Live here in Hendersonville, Holly Thompson, WSMV4. Back to
What if I told you that instead of setting up a green screen, you can just click a button into script and get the same exact effect?
Yikes. Yeah, right. It's very Wellsy, right? I want to see
They were spotted today. They were spotted today at Crackle Barrel in Gallatin. When I heard this news, now this is according to sources, I want to say to everyone, Happy Easter. Today is Easter. Hopefully you are spending time with your family on Easter. If you do not celebrate Easter, and there's some people that don't celebrate Easter, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to everyone out there. So happy Easter, happy Sunday. And if you aren't having a happy day, the day is still here. We still have, 6, 7, 8 hours left of the day. So hopefully your Sunday will get happy. Unfortunately, this is not really a happy situation with this particular case. It is a mystery, still not solved. Still, we don't know what happened here. We don't know if there's foul play involved, suspect, child wandered off, even a kidnapper. We don't know.
Right.
We still don't know, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a mystery. I don't know. I don't even know what to think anymore, to be honest, with this case. I don't know. I don't know what to think. The Proudfoots were spotted today, ladies and gentlemen. They were spotted today. They were spotted today at Crackle Barrel in Gallatin. When I heard this news, now this is according to sources that told me they were at the Crackle Barrel, and I got a little ticked off.
Shit.
And I'm suspecting this is true.
Yeah. Because I've seen other
at Crackle
people
Barrel. I just at a loss of words.
on different platforms. I think it's on Reddit.
I'm at a loss of words with that, hearing that news. Considering Sebastian's still missing,
Mhm.
the Proudfoots, with Proudfoot's parents, the Bower Sox, were at Crackle Barrel today in Gallatin. That's what I'm told. It's no searching for the Proudfoots. No
I
searching.
heard I did hear that his parents were there and his sister.
For the Bower Sox.
So he doesn't have
haven't
like
seen
video of
anything
them
about
there?
them searching whatsoever. We're looking into a little bit more into the Bower Sox. Now I want to be careful here because I don't want to accuse the Bower Sox of anything. But I have a lot of questions before asking them. And this was about
I bought the same product.
Okay, so that's a question I have as well with the whole we'll show it tomorrow. Yes, says me too. So he what was I gonna say? Damn it. Give me a minute. Let me what was I gonna say? Hi, Brat. I can see you. If you want your camera off, you can turn it off. There you go. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You miss a lot of my comments that I put in your chat because it's going so fast.
Yeah, and when I'm on a roll, I'm not paying attention that much to the chat. What's on your mind?
I believe it was in DJ's chat today, that if you go back and you watch the news interviews like you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
The one where he's in the green shirt and the one that you just got done watching. I'm not sure if there's another follow-up on that one. But if you look at his arms, he's got those marks on his arms and they look like fingernails to me.
Fingernails.
Yes, but there's another
Oh,
but.
that's right. It looks kind of like, yeah, bite marks or something in there. Is that right?
Yeah.
On Chris's arms? Okay, yes.
Okay, but there's another
Can you turn your, hey, can you turn your, there's some background echoing going on.
I'm going into the front room. It's my son. My
Okay.
son's on tablet.
Okay.
Is that better?
No.
No, I'm not around no noise now.
All I can hear is something, and I don't know if it's us echoing. Hold on. That might be better. Say something.
Okay.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm not by the TV or the tablet. But there's another but to this one, honey.
Okay, let's hear it.
In CJ's chat,
Mhm.
somebody brought up that if you watch that video clip, Katie is holding a clicker or something in her hand.
Okay,
And
where should I look? I'll try and pull it up right now. What
I
do you...
believe it was the video you were just watching, and they zoomed in
No,
on
because
it.
that was over. We watched through it all.
He's wearing that green shirt in the interview.
So that's not on Nancy Grace's, is it? Let me see here what I can find. Does anyone know what she's talking about? I know I saw, yeah, it's not on.
Well,
he doesn't show his arm. It's covered with the bars of the new. Yeah, it's not on that one, but I did see what you're talking about. I just don't know where I can.
Yeah, they made a good point because she's holding that clicker. Almost looks like a vape.
Okay.
And every time she wanted Chris to shut up, she would click it.
No, that's not what I saw. No. In fact, I saw Chris sometimes like grabbing what looked to be her knee. So I think that you've got that backwards. But no, I didn't see anything with her clicking something to control Chris. Quite the opposite. Chris is very controlling of her.
Yeah, they showed the video. Somebody showed the video.
I saw it, but again, that's not what I saw. So
you didn't see the clicker?
Nope.
I might have to find it.
I think it was a vape, but again, she wasn't clicking a clicker to control Chris. No.
Yeah, that's what they said.
I don't care what they said, but that's not.
Just got back.
That I know what you're talking
Hey, it's
about,
Dana
and
from
that's not.
StreamYard. I'm so
not
excited
in
to
agreement
announce
to
that local recordings are now available.
That's no.
Okay.
I don't know what it was, but I think it was a vape. But no, I don't think there was a clicker that she was clicking to control what Chris was saying. I think that's being blown out of proportion. Sorry. That's my opinion. You're entitled to your own.
Yeah,
but
no,
I don't like the silliness like that. Even if it's a vape, let's say it's a clicker in her hand. I think we can all see the behaviors and how Chris is answering for her, and Chris is the one calling 911, and Chris and Chris and Chris. Unfortunately, he is the one that's being controlling. But again, let's say she had a clicker. That's neither here or there for me in this situation. And even if she's holding a vape, it's neither here or there for me. It's not important.
Right. Well, I just thought that I'd bring it to your attention because
no, I appreciate that. I've heard people bringing it up and showing it, and it's not for me.
Okay, honey.
But thank you. Is there anything else that I can pull up or that you think is going on?
No, I'm just doing what you're doing and watching everybody else.
Yeah. What is your feelings on it right now so far?
My feelings are that something happened in the house, and Chris was there as much as everybody says he wasn't.
Right.
And he carried Sebastian out to the garage and put him in his mother's car and they dumped him somewhere.
I hope you're wrong, but I agree with some of that. And yes, exactly, criminal gossiper. This is very much mimics the Wells. And by the way, I don't want people to forget, because and I know they're busy and on other cases, and that is amazing, but I don't want us to forget about Summer, who has been missing for 1,020 days as of today.
I've been putting that out there that ever since Sebastian
Thank you.
came out, everybody's put Summer on the back burner, and that's not right.
Right. He hasn't been married 5 times or so, yeah, for being a good stand-up man, for fuck's sakes. And Nina was like, how can you move on with your life and like already get married so quickly and blah, blah, blah. How can someone like, how can you do something like that? Well, abusive, narcissistic men like that, that's exactly how they operate. And it's because they can't wipe their butts themselves. They need someone there to control. They got to have that person there to be enslaved to them. It's nothing new. It is what lets me know exactly what kind of person he is. All too very fucking predictable.
Yep.
And the difference between the Wells, though, is Candace and Dawn both called 911. Katie did not call 911. Chris did. And Chris did not call 911. He called his little sheriff buddy instead.
Amen.
Right? Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
So,
you're right.
Yeah.
They got kind of connection over there, and I believe that his mom is involved in it.
Oh, I can see that now with witnessing and seeing what we've seen. Very much like a Roberta and whatever her husband named Laundry is.
Yep. Well, how else is he going to get out of that house?
I think Katie had to stay on the phone with Chris while Chris called, which again tells you just how controlling. Right?
Yeah,
I believe she was on the phone with Chris, and then it was a 3-way call, and Chris had to be the one to call. Hello! Red fucking flags all around.
Yep.
Fuck you, Katie. That's when you get off the call, because you got 3.5 hours, allegedly, before your husband's home. That's when you go to the police station and tell the goddamn truth. He's getting arrested as soon as he pulls into your driveway.
Yep, she's not going to do it. See, I heard...
No, she won't, because she's not a mother. She is not a mother.
I'm not sure if it's true, Sheriff, but I heard that she was in the military, and they said that law enforcement would have a hard time breaking her because of her military background. That's what I've heard.
Interesting. Okay, can you repeat that for me? Let me write that down so I can look into that. Tell me again, you think Katie Proudfoot was in the military as well as Chris?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And somebody said that LE or the, law, anybody in law would have a hard time breaking her because of her military background.
Is Justin still in here? Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. And it's hard to figure out who to follow on the case because there's so much he said, she said shit.
Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to bypass some of that and just... Again, I'm actually taking notes. Now, just because I'm not reaching out to, Seth or Katie or Chris to talk to them, I don't have to, right? They're pretty fucking see-through right now. But I just don't know if I can go that deep with another case and be lied to and fucked around. And we've got many good. We got Dolly's on there, Justin, we've got their JLR.
Yep.
They don't need me, but at the same time, I'm gonna go over what is important to me in this case too. So I don't think I'm gonna get as deep as what the other people are, but we are gonna cover.
It's not all, honey. It's all eyes on the case because every creator gets something different.
That's true. That's true. Contacting. Yes.
And that's why I follow certain ones and I stay away from the ones that are misinformation.
Really?
But everything on TikTok, I repost everything about Sebastian.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I want to screenshot this from Exploited. I didn't know that. Thank you. So I've got some more notes to take. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this one and get ready for bed and everything. I got to wash my hair so my daughter can braid it. So I have nice, beautiful curly hair for work tomorrow. But I'm going to go live tomorrow before I go to work. So I'm going to start it in the morning. We'll have coffee and go. I have it scheduled for 11 my time, which is noon Central Time. But we may start it an hour earlier. I don't know. Just to make sure we can... Okay, so we'll have some coffee tomorrow, and tomorrow we're going to start on, we'll get through the Nancy Grace interview with Katie and Chris Proudfoot. I got lots of notes on it and things I want to bring to y'all, see what you're thinking, and we'll do a little bit of an open panel as well.
Honey, you have a good night.
Thank you, you too, Brat. Thank you for joining. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, you enjoy the rest of your Easter.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, good night. Okay, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. I know everyone and their moms is live, and I think the lab is live or just went live. So I'm going to go head over there and see what's going on over there and take some notes from that. And yeah, people are asking me to talk about the newest in Leilani Simons, and I will. I'm just going to figure it out because, again, I'm careful with that. This is Steven Tyler PJs. Steven Tyler PJs. Yes. I'll wear my Steven Tyler PJs tomorrow for our live stream. How about that? We'll have coffee, Steven Tyler PJs, and some Nancy Grace, which is always a good way to start the day. I just love her. And we'll do open panel if you guys want to bring some stuff. If I'm missing something or I'm getting something wrong, we got a whole notebook. And you guys, I found someone to go to the Seventh-day Adventist with me, and I found some more. We are gonna get some Courtney Struble conversation going pretty quick too, because I've got some shit to tell you from the locals. Really quick, let me remind y'all. Okay, before we end, Courtney Struble, local here in Estevan, Saskatchewan, went missing July 9th, 2004, and is still missing. And you guys know Mark and I are all up in this case. Yes, we've been silent, but we're not gonna be. So, sis, you should help me out with that because I can get you some exclusives. I need people to help. I'm gonna get on Justin to help me. We got to get more. We need to make this louder, 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 because we started to get somewhere, and I'm not going to let people scare me off of it. Okay. So let's remember Summer. Let's remember Courtney. Let's remember Sebastian. Let's remember all of them. I also want to cover a girl. Now there is closure to her case, but it just came in my feed from Law and Crime about a 10-year-old who went to spend the night at her stepfather's, and he killed her with his 12-year-old son there in the apartment. I don't know what's going on with this world, but I don't like it. If you guys have anything else that you would like to get to my attention in Sebastian's case or Summer's, please email me at ihearvoices19@yahoo.com. I will get to you. I have cleared out my emails, so anything new I will see, because people have been saying they've been sending me their number and information. I have not gotten it, so I don't know if you sent it to the wrong address or whatever. Also be watching on the Tiki-Taki, because we can go live over there now. So if we got to start over on Summer's case on a whole another platform, we're going to do it, because I've seen some Summer stuff over there, but we can put a whole lot more, right? Send you that info, please. Courtney Struble, I sure will. Can you email me? put it all over. Go through my stuff. You will find the interviews I've done. Use whatever you guys need. Put it on any of your social media platforms and get her face name out there. Would be amazing, and I can get you guys whatever you need. She went missing from right here, just a couple blocks away from Mark and I in 2004. So thank you for spending, I hear voices 19 at yahoo.com. There's my email. It's also in the description. Check it out. I've got links for cotton candy boobs and her safety keychains, which is a really good thing to make sure that you have for your teenagers, daughters, and sons, even for yourself, ladies. If you're out there and have to walk to your car or anything alone at any time, check her out. She's got Cotton Candy Boobs Corner in my description. And I have the information for Seth's GoFundMe and Cash App, which I'm going to, as soon as I end this, add to my description as well. He's missing work because he is out there, not just on FaceTiming girls and doing whatever and trying to become, you know, family official and all this fuckery. He's out there looking for his son, and he's not going to stop. Okay. So that is someone you should feel, if you want to donate to someone, Seth Rogers would be a good one. Yes, definitely. Please check it out. Brat, share it. Email me. I'll get you what you need. Go through my stuff. Use what you need. So I will see you guys in the morning. Thank you so much. And thank you, Tits McGee, for joining the crazy train. Chai, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. And Giselle for the 5 gifted memberships. We will have a members live on Tuesday evening. Because I'm not working on Tuesday. I'll get home way too late tomorrow to want to do a members live. Thank you. I'll get to that right after here and get you what you need. So, happy Easter, everyone. See you tomorrow morning. Much love. Bye.